Welcome to Behind the HR Cubicle, decoding human resources, one cubicle at a time. This is where work meets wisdom and people power the story. Before HR meant forms, feedback, and Friday fun, it began where no cubicle existed, on the gritty factory floors of the early 1900s. A time when labor meant survival. Workers toiled 12 to 16 hours a day. There were no safety rules, no job security, and certainly no maternity leave. This was the era of the Industrial Revolution, a time of booming machines and booming demands, but with growth came exploitation. Amid this chaos, a small but powerful idea began to take root. Taking care of workers isn't just the right thing, it's also smart business. This idea gave birth to the first welfare officers, appointed not by law but by conscience. These early personnel managers focused on improving conditions, preventing unrest, and keeping workers healthy and engaged. It was the unofficial birth of what we now call human resources. Now let's move from the West to India, where one company rewrote the rules entirely. In the heart of colonial India, Jamshedji Tata, a visionary industrialist, founded Tata Steel. But he didn't just build an industry, he built a philosophy. Long before labor laws existed, Tata Steel was already practicing them. In 1912, the company introduced the 8-hour workday, decades before the International Labor Organization made it a global standard. By 1915, they were offering free medical aid to employees, unheard of at the time. In the 1920s, they introduced paid leave, and by 1928, maternity benefits, a full 33 years before India's own Maternity Benefit Act was passed. They didn't stop there. In 1947, Tata Steel formed works committees to include employee voices in company decisions. Again, well before legislation required it. Simply put, Tata Steel saw workers as human stakeholders, not just labor. Their practices would go on to influence India's post-independence labor laws. This was HR in action, long before the term became mainstream. Fast forward to the 2000s. Globalization brought pressure to optimize workforces. Many companies turned to layoffs. Tata took another route, empathy. Through its voluntary retirement scheme, or VRS, Tata offered generous severance packages, reskilling programs, and continued medical benefits. Employees weren't pushed out, they were prepared for the next phase of their journey. It became a global case study in ethical restructuring, HR with a human heart. Tata didn't stop at policy. In the 1990s, they formalized their values with the Tata Code of Conduct, or TCOC. This was more than a document. It was a moral compass for over 100 companies under the Tata umbrella. The TCOC promoted fair evaluation, zero tolerance for harassment, and protection for whistleblowers. Long before such ideas became legal mandates, it became the gold standard of corporate ethics in India. By 2006, Tata once again stepped ahead, this time with its affirmative action program. The goal? To provide equal opportunity to India's historically marginalized SC and ST communities. From scholarships and hiring drives to mentorship and structured onboarding, Tata proved that HR isn't just about managing people, it's about uplifting them. And then came COVID-19, the ultimate test of how companies treat their people when the world shuts down. Tata stood firm. Full salaries were paid, even to contract workers. Vaccination drives were organized, mental health support was offered. While many companies hit pause, Tata pushed forward, redefining what the future of work should look like. TCS, the tech arm of Tata, rolled out its secure borderless workspace model by facilitating remote workforce, a future where work adapts to life, not the other way around. So, from black and white factory floors to virtual meeting rooms, what ties this journey together? People, empathy, and purpose-driven leadership. This was just the beginning. In the next episode, we'll explore how world wars, economic crashes, and social movements shaped HR across continents.